Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming back. I hope you like my other videos. There's over 600 to watch and learn from. This window is a traditional casement window, and for the first time in my career I've been able to do all the machining in the workshop with the new sliding table saw. What a piece of kit that is. So what used to take me forever by hand, I've now been able to speed up my production line much quicker. So yeah, I've basically skipped all the other bits from all the other videos and just basically done the glue up video. And I'm voicing over today just because I had music on, and I know YouTube doesn't like me playing radios, even though I pay a TV license. Therefore, I should be able to listen to my own music. But unfortunately, YouTube doesn't let me do that. So you can see me muttering to myself. That's my colleagues in the workshop, and probably see me talking to myself, singing some songs. So anyway, this window now is at the final stage of gluing up process on the frame. This is the frame of the window. I'm doing the bottom, and I'm getting all the mortise and tenons all nicely glued up, and the stiles all lined up. And you'll notice that prior to this, I would have tested it all and made sure it was square before I glue up. And I always make sure that the workbench is flat and dust free. And you'll see me now literally flip it around, do the same again at the top. Don't forget there's other videos on this channel, and also don't forget we've got our Amazon store where I sell all the FAMAG and all the Bessie stuff on there. You'll notice that I don't use Bessie clamps, only because I have had my clamps for nearly 20 years and there's nothing wrong with them, so I haven't bought any more. But if any of them break, of course I'm going to buy Bessie. And with the FAMAG stuff, that's all I use in my drill bits and Forstner bits. This is mortise and tenons though, so this is basically the Festool Capex 120 set on the depth for the mortise and tenons, and then I use the table saw for all the rebates. Then I use the bandsaw for the tenons, and then I use the mortise machine for the centre mullion type bars there. I use the mortise machine for that. So yeah, it's quite a lengthy process in making a window. That's why it costs so much. People always say, "Cool, that window's expensive." Well, you need all these tools to do it. It's not something you just throw together with a butt joint. You've got to do the joints that are correct so that it keeps the water out, and also the strength elements in the windows itself. So yeah, I flipped it round now, and you'll see I'm gluing the other one. And then the next process, this window, would be the casements, which I'll make tomorrow. I've already stayed on a bit tonight and cut those for length, so I can start doing the joints for that tomorrow. You always remember, guys, that this is a working, busy workshop, so there's always customers coming in, so sometimes it's really hard for me to do videos. So I think this voiceover is definitely the way forward for me. I can literally keep you guys watching the video whilst I still deal with customers and colleagues, and not have to keep pausing and editing the video. So this works really well for me now. So I think all my videos now are going to be filmed in silence, and then I talk over them. So yeah, these aren't Bessie clamps. These are clamps I bought, from a local Screwfix tool station. I've had them for years. They used to be in my van. They've not done me no wrong, so they just stay in the workshop now. But I use the quick clamps first whenever I'm clamping up, just to sort of save me getting covered in glue. And then I use the sash clamps the opposite way, which you'll see me do shortly. So yeah, this is a tested method of mine. It works for me. It's never let me down. All my joints are nice and tight and close together, and everything's flat, which is crucial when you're making a window. I'm trying to speed this video up as well, but you know, I'm doing this all on my mobile phone, so for me this works. And you know, if anyone's got any suggestions, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, I've pushed down. I'm now going to pull to the edge, keeping it square with the bench, because my bench is obviously square. And now I'm going to get the sash clamps, which are always hanging the right hand side of my bench. I always put them back in the right place, but other people don't. So, obviously there's a centre clamp going in there, just to keep the mullion nice and tight. I'm just making sure everything's nice and flat. Making sure everything's in the right place from my measurements. And now it's sash clamp time. But yeah, after this video guys, please have a look at all my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, leave a comment. I love comments. Gives me feedback. I know what videos to do next. And also what direction you want me to do. Also got a TikTok channel, obviously, at Western Timber Limited, where we have a bit of a laugh on there, and you'll see some other things I get up to. You know, the last 2 weeks for me have been very hard, and today I had the call from the vets to say that my beloved best mate Fraser is finally ready to come home in his little ashes box. So I'm going to make a lovely box for him and put his ashes in there so I can take them with me. Keep him in the workshop, so he's always by my side. So that's the first sash clamp. You'll notice I'm just doing a quick measure to make sure everything's square. From previous experiences when I was a bit younger, it's always good to measure twice, cut once. Slower you go, the faster you go. For me, it's just a tried and tested method, always works for me. So I've just checked the widths on the windows. Now I'm going to check the length. I've done this dry, but I'm just double checking. It's always check, measure. And then you're good to clamp the life out of it then. But with using the sash clamps, you've got an extra bit of weight. I find that really does keep things down on the bench. And yeah, I've not had an issue where I get warping or I get coupling or anything like that in my timber. By using joinery grade timber as well, this is grade 4 joinery, hence the less knots, splits and what have you in it. It's much better quality joinery than using builders merchants joinery, which is only 7 or 8, and that's why everyone complains about building joinery, because it's always like a hockey stick. I don't. I tend to supply and buy only 3 and 4. And yeah, I've done a classic there, the wrong sash. Good job I've got some others. But yeah, like I said before, don't be afraid, have a look at all my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, spread the word, and any other suggestions or comments on this video, what you want me to do next, I'd really appreciate it, because it gives me, you know, feedback, and that's what I want from you guys. If that's helping you, also helps me, because I'm doing this all on my own. There's nobody else behind the scenes. I've got no editors. I've got no HR. This is all me on top of my daily work. I always try and do a video for you guys so you can see what I'm up to, but also keep you interested in the carpentry and joinery world. And if this video's helped you, then I'm doing something really, really good. And yeah, remember my motto, which is the slower you go, the faster you go. And I'm now ahead of myself by doing this video. So thanks for watching, have a good evening, and don't forget to subscribe. Many thanks.